I said, one more minute. 3 hours disappear. My battery surviving better than my attention span this year. I know your breakfast order without seeing your face. You know my favorite playlist from the clips I replay. Everybody's got opinions packaged in 15 seconds. I keep collecting little highs like that life directions. Notifications blinking like tiny little dares. I keep pretending not to care while checking if you're there. Swipe left, swipe right, lose track of time. Somewhere in the noise I hear my own mind. Voodoo Hotline, calling through my fingertips. Voodoo Hotline, selling tiny dopamine hits. Everybody's searching for a reason to connect. Voodoo Hotline, guess we're all addicted. Buzz, buzz, light up, one touch, wake up. Voodoo Hotline, pulling us in. Screen time knows my secrets better than my closest friends. I keep saying this is temporary, wow, refreshing it again. Trending topics change hourly, everybody picks a side. We trade certainty for headlines and keep scrolling through the night. You post another smiling picture, I zoom in to read between the lines. Funny how we're more available yet harder to truly find. Log out, log in, start over again. Searching for something we forgot to name. Voodoo Hotline, calling through my fingertips. Voodoo Hotline, selling tiny dopamine hits. Everybody's searching for a reason to connect. Voodoo Hotline, guess we're all addicted. 808 stretches underneath. Greet your keys, repeat their questions. Trap hat, skip across the pocket as thoughts compete for attention. Maybe nobody taught us how to sit with empty space. So we filled every silence with another glowing frame. Voodoo Hotline, I can hear it ring again. Voodoo Hotline, turning strangers into trends. Maybe someday we'll remember how to rest. Until then, we'll do our best. Thumbprints, blue screens, one more scroll, another notification. I tap it anyway. Yeah. Yeah. Who stole my hoodie? Who took my charger? Why is there ketchup on my favorite sneakers? Nobody remembers how the night began. Somebody ordered food we couldn't understand. The playlist kept changing every 5 minutes. Now we're arguing over who ruined it. You swore you were leaving before midnight, then showed up in every photo twice. One friend fell asleep with sunglasses on. Another gave relationship advice all night long. We said we grow up, get serious somehow. Funny how every weekend turns into right now. Sunday damage, laughing through the consequences. Sunday damage, collecting little evidences. Whoa. No regrets, just stories getting louder. Sunday damage, we're getting older, not quieter. Bad ideas, cheap coffee, no apologies, still talking. Sunday damage runs deep. Yeah. Yeah, one shoe missing by the doorway. Mystery receipts from yesterday. Someone keeps replaying voice notes, trying to decode inside jokes. Nobody looked their best this morning. Nobody planned to stay this long. But every messy little memory reminds us where we belong. Life moves quickly, people drift apart, but some friendships survive by embarrassing each other. Sunday damage, laughing through the consequences. Sunday damage, collecting little evidences. Oh, no regrets, just stories getting louder. Sunday damage, we're getting older, not quieter. Bass bounces underneath. Roads answer back with smiles. The drums lean into the pocket, stretching out the miles. Maybe happiness isn't polished. Maybe it never arrives on cue. Maybe it's sharing breakfast fries with the people who know the real you. Sunday damage, here's to all the glorious mess. Sunday damage, nobody's trying to impress. Raise your paper cups to another sleepless chapter. Sunday damage, finding joy in the laughter. Half a burger, 3 dead batteries. Nobody remembers who paid the bill. The group chat wakes up first. My friend said don't answer. I answered anyway. It's probably the shortest version of every bad decision I've made. You had the talent for timing, calling right before I'd heal, saying things like, I just wanted to see how you feel. You borrowed my favorite hoodie, returned it 3 months late, then acted surprised when I questioned your definition of fate. You made astrology dangerous, turned playlist into evidence. Somehow every argument became my cross-examination. Maybe you were chaos, maybe I love the show. Maybe common sense and I stopped speaking long ago. Bad influence, you look good on bad ideas. Bad influence, make poor judgment disappear. We weren't forever, we weren't even close. Bad influence still deserves a toast. Red flags, inside jokes, wrong turns, belly laughs. Bad influence, what a ride. You said I needed therapy, I said put it on my tab. Then bought flowers as an apology, because apparently I like losing cash. You remembered every mistake, forgot every sweet thing I did. Honestly, that's impressive, I'd never commit that hard to a bit. We were terrible communicators, excellent storytellers, turning ordinary Tuesdays into headline material. Maybe love isn't wisdom, maybe it's appetite. And some people teach you exactly what you don't like. Bad influence, you look good on bad ideas. Bad influence, make poor judgment disappear. No resentment, no dramatic final scene. Bad influence, just unbelievable chemistry. Bass bounces with a grin, roads lean into the joke. The drums keep perfect timing like they already know. I hope you're doing better, I hope your plans survived. I hope somebody appreciates your ability to start 5 fights before 9. And honestly, thanks for the material. Bad influence, I'll probably do it all again. stories I'd retell. No hard feelings, no need to pretend. Bad influence, strange teacher, strange friend. You kept the records, I kept the jokes. Turns out you were right about a few things. Don't get used to it. I got my name printed on reservations. Funny how nobody says it right. The room upgrades keep getting bigger. The conversation's getting light. You should see the photos. Everything looks expensive. Smile sharp as tailoring. Confidence looking defensive. People ask what's next, like success has an elevator. Nobody tells you it can feel like an empty theater. I learned how to shake hands. I learned how to sell dreams. Nobody warned me about the silence in between. I thought I recognized it when I finally arrived. But some victories whisper instead of changing your life. Broken valet, parking all the versions of me. Broken valet, holding keys I used to need. Every milestone feels smaller than before. Broken valet, what am I running for? Check in, check out, dress up, burn out. Broken valet, no applause. I bought the watch I wanted, it only learned my pulse. Filled the calendar, still couldn't fill the holes. I miss ordinary mornings when nobody expected grace. Back when ambition hadn't memorized my face. Funny how achievement changes what you celebrate. I crossed another finish line and immediately changed the day. Maybe being grateful and being tired coexist. Maybe growing older means accepting both exist. Broken valet, parking all the versions of me. Parking all the versions of me. Broken valet, holding keys I used to need. Every milestone feels smaller than before. Broken valet, what am I running for? Roads drifts through open spaces. Bass walks without urgency. The drums soften their edges, leaving room to breathe. I don't regret the chasing, I don't resent the climb. I just miss the younger voice that he used to call this wind. Broken valet, maybe I became the view. Maybe I became the view. Broken valet, still searching for something true. No grand answer, waiting at the door. Broken valet, I don't need them anymore. Boarding call, passport closed. Nobody knows which city hurts less. Gate 23. You call it trouble, I call it instinct. Too many people talking, I stopped listening. Fresh creases on my attitude, moving like I got nothing left to prove. Your attention shifts across the room and settles back like deja vu. You say I'm impossible, I say you're curious. Every little warning sign only makes you serious. I don't chase approval, never needed validation, but your eyes keep finding mine like a favorite destination. We both know better, still we lean too close, turning simple moments into something no one shows. Crimson habit, you know what this does to me. Crimson habit, doubt into belief. One more second, one more reckless little spark. Crimson habit, you've been living in my heart. Too late, too soon, round and round the room. Crimson habit, pull me through. You wear confidence effortlessly, like it was stitched into your sleeves. Got me rewriting all my boundaries, while pretending I might leave. No dramatic promises, no speeches in the rain, just two people flirting with a little bit of danger again. You smile without permission, throw my focus out of line. Every version of resistance falls apart in real time. Maybe this is foolish, maybe this is fate, but every road I promise not to take leads me your way. Crimson habit, ooh, you know what this does to me. Crimson habit, ooh, turning doubt into belief. One more second, ooh, one more reckless little spark. Crimson habit, ooh, you've been living in my heart. Keys answer with sharp reflections. Hi-hats dance around the pocket as desire changes direction. I wasn't searching for forever, just a reason to feel alive. Then you walked into my rhythm and changed the shape of every night. Crimson habit, ooh, even if I know the risk. Crimson habit, you're the one I can't resist. No disguises, ooh, nothing left to keep apart. Crimson habit, ooh, you still echo through my heart. The bass grows distant, the lights grow thin. No final answers, just where we've been. And your name rests beneath my skin. You keep checking if I'm looking. I noticed that before you did. Funny how your confidence shakes whenever I get interested. You practiced all your best lines like I never heard them before. Baby, I collect red flags like souvenirs from every shore. You asked what I was drinking, I asked if you always rehearsed. You laughed a little too quickly, guess I hit a hidden nerve. You lean closer, like you've already won, but I enjoy the chase more than being caught. Fever ticket, buy your way into my mind. Fever ticket, standing patiently in line. I don't hand out guarantees, I don't simplify desire. Fever ticket, you just like playing with fire. Too sweet, too smooth, too short, too soon. Fever ticket, wrong move. You said I looked expensive, I said confidence is free. Now you're trying to figure out what you could mean to me. Your compliments get creative, your stories get revised. I can tell exactly when you're trying to improvise. You lean closer, I move away, turning hesitation into another game. Fever ticket, buy your way into my mind. Fever ticket, standing patiently in line. I don't hand out guarantees, I don't simplify desire. Fever ticket, you just like playing with fire. Rose dances through the pocket, muted guitar dances softly as tension changes shape. I don't need another rescue. I don't need another name. If you want my attention, bring more than polished games. Fever ticket. You can try another time. Fever ticket. But don't mistake me for a prize. I choose what stays. I choose what walks away. Fever ticket. I decide the ending. Lip gloss on the mirror. Taxi at the corner. I check my phone. One unread message. Don't wait up. You bought sunglasses after sunset. I knew the night had questionable plans.
Yeah, you called it being spontaneous.
I called it poor decision making with confidence.
You wanted street tacos at 2 in the morning, then changed your mind halfway there. Started ranking strangers' outfits like judges at a fashion fair. You made friends with the bartender, forgot every single name. Declared this summer legendary before it even had a frame. The map kept rerouting, neither one complained. The best stories usually arrive slightly
Unprepared. Guilty summer. Collecting moments we can't explain. Guilty summer. Dancing barefoot in sudden rain. You said tomorrow can deal with all the consequences. Guilty summer. Tonight belongs to bad references.
Wrong turn,
Big laugh,
fast talk.
flashbacks. Guilty summer again. You bought souvenirs for people you hadn't spoken to in years. Tried teaching me card tricks with absolutely no career. We argued over playlist and sang the same chorus wrong. Somehow all our terrible ideas became the reason nights felt long.
You wore confidence carelessly. I packed emergency snacks. Together we looked like people who never planned to come back. The moon stayed indifferent. Traffic lights changed their minds. Nobody handed out instructions for nights like these. Guilty summer.
Collecting moments we can't explain. Guilty summer. Dancing barefoot in sudden rain. You said tomorrow can deal with all the consequences. Guilty summer. Tonight belongs to bad references. Bass skips across the rhythm. Roads answer with mischief. The drums push the conversation a little further than expected.
Years from now, we'll exaggerate details, forget exact addresses. Remember how ridiculous happiness looked.
Trying to fit it into one evening. Guilty summer. We weren't trying to be profound. Guilty summer. Just impossible to pin down. If memories had fingerprints, these would leave stains. Guilty summer. Worth every inconvenience.
The receipt said
2 lemon sodas,
1 mystery dessert.
and 17 napkins.
Neither of us remembered why. You said don't make this complicated, and looked at me like you already had. Funny how the smallest moments become the ones we can't take back. Your number scribbled on a receipt, folded in the pocket of my jeans. I forgot it for a while until it started haunting me. You move like time belongs to you, never rushing through the room, leaving traces in conversations long after they conclude. I act like I'm unaffected, you know that's never true. Every version of indifference loses shape around you. Maybe we should leave it alone, maybe that's the safest choice. But something underneath my logic keeps responding to your voice. Loose currency, you keep changing what I need. Loose currency, making chaos look like peace. Every heartbeat finds another reason why. Loose currency, you're the truth I can't disguise. Hold on, move slow, let go. Don't know. Loose currency still flows, yeah. You don't ask for grand gestures, you collect the little things. Have smiles in crowded corners and the meanings they can bring. I wasn't searching for devotion, just another passing phase. Then your honesty caught me in unfamiliar ways. You made certainty look fragile, you made caution lose its frame. Now every quiet observation carries echoes of your name. Maybe this gets messy, maybe this gets real, but every time I step away, I circle back to how you feel. Loose currency, you keep changing what I need. Loose currency, making chaos look like peace. Every heartbeat finds another reason why. Loose currency, you're the truth I can't disguise. Spins through the pocket, road spark against the grain. The drums relax their shoulders as desire shifts again. I thought love had louder entrances, something impossible to miss. Instead it arrived in fragments and settled into this. Loose currency, even knowing what it means. Loose currency, you're rewriting all my scenes. No resistance, no pretending I don't see. Loose currency, you're becoming part of me. Morning waits patiently, the road keeps stretching thin. No promises spoken, no need to explain. Just your memory drifting with the wind. I bought myself flowers, then forgot them in the backseat. Guess that's what happens when your mind runs faster than your feet. I changed my outfit 3 times, then wore the first one anyway. Stop waiting for permission to enjoy an ordinary day. The cashier called me sunshine. I took a little extra, took the long way home because the weather looked better. I stopped checking old conversations, stopped rereading what they meant. Turns out peace arrives quietly without asking where you've been. Tiny victories count more than they used to. I toast to the woman I am growing into. Lucky stranger, nice to finally meet you. Lucky stranger, you survive what shaped you. Dancing in the kitchen, singing out of key. Lucky stranger, you're becoming who you
order. Changed my hair on a Tuesday. Booked a table for one and had a beautiful birthday. My mother says I'm stubborn. My friends say that's called strength. I carry both opinions and walk with equal grace. Some dreams missed their time and others found me instead. Funny how life rearranges the stories in your head. Every awkward chapter, every uncertain turn, build the softer wisdom that nobody can unlearn. Lucky stranger, nice to finally meet you. Lucky stranger, you survived what shaped you. Laughing at a worry, setting heavy baggage free. Lucky stranger, you're exactly where you need. Face sways through the pocket, road sparkle in reply. Finger snaps keep time as confidence arrives. Nobody handed me a map, nobody promised ease. I stitched together courage from 1,000 little seeds. Lucky stranger, take another look around. Lucky stranger, there's still magic to be found. Open all the curtains, let the daylight in. Lucky stranger, this is where you begin. Tomorrow's note on the refrigerator door. Drink more water, call your sister. Wear the red lipstick. Love you.
You walked in wearing trouble like a tailored fit. Read my silence like a language on your fingertips. No introductions needed in this crowded room. You sold mercy with a smile, and I bought it too soon. You got a way of making danger look expensive, turning old mistakes into expensive lessons. I keep my cool, but you're testing my design, crossing every border that I drew inside my mind. You laugh like you never been afraid, move like every debt has been repaid. I know better than to chase that kind of heat. Still your shadow keys matching my heartbeat. I should know where this ends, I should know what this means, but your name in my mouth changes everything. Mercy dealer, you keep raising the stakes. Mercy dealer, got me trading what I can't replace. No religion, no excuses left to hide. Mercy dealer, tell me why I still decide. Pull me closer, push me away. Every answer starts to change. Mercy dealer, you remain. Yeah. You collect little moments like trophies, make disasters look like documentaries. I keep pretending this is under control. Why your fingerprints rewrite my soul? You don't promise forever to survive. You just make every second feel alive. Every warning I rehearse disappears, drowning underneath the noise in my ears. Maybe this is reckless, maybe this is true. Every version of tomorrow leads me back to you. Mercy dealer, you keep raising the stakes. Mercy dealer, got me trading what I can't replace. No forgiveness for the games we justify. Mercy dealer, tell me why I side. Bass rose answers the guitar, bass rose underneath. Trap had shift their pattern, attention quietly breathes. Maybe I was never looking for escape. Maybe I just wanted someone unafraid to touch the parts I tried to lock away and teach my guarded heart another way. Mercy dealer, even knowing what it takes. Mercy dealer, I would gamble all the same. No surrender, no pretending anymore. Mercy dealer, I'm still standing at your door. The room gets smaller, the night moves slower. No final verdict, no closing prayer, just your memory lingering as the rhythm disappears. You left your jacket on the chair again, like unfinished stories never really end. The television flickered without sound, and somehow you were everywhere around. Cheap postcards on the dresser top, 2 missed calls that never stopped. I traced the outline of your cigarette case, trying not to memorize your face. You always knew the timing of when to pull away, leaving traces in the silence I replay every day. Maybe this was temporary, maybe we both understood. Still I keep returning to places I said I never would. Motel Static, buzzing underneath my skin. Motel Static, telling me to let you in. Every warning loses meaning in the dark. Motel Static, still conducting through my heart. Turn around, look away, nothing ever stays the same. Motel Static calls my name. Your lipstick stain on borrowed glass, little evidence from the aftermath. I swear I packed your memory away, yet your shadow finds another place to stay. You had a talent for disguises, making exits feel polite, leaving all the difficult questions for the middle of the night. Maybe this was foolish, maybe this was fate, but every locked door in me still remembers how you wait. Motel Static, buzzing underneath my skin. Motel Static, telling me to let you in. Every warning loses meaning in the dark. Motel Static, still conducting through my heart. Bass glides through the room, keys answer back in fragments. Drums loosen their shoulders as tension keeps dancing. I stopped asking why you disappeared. Some goodbyes don't volunteer. Maybe closure isn't what we need. Maybe mystery is enough to breathe. Motel Static, even when I know the cost. Motel Static makes me count what I have lost. No conclusions, no neat lines to draw apart. Motel Static keeps transmitting through my heart. Morning waits outside, the sheets remain undone. Your name stays unspoken as another day has begun. The rhythm drifts away. You folded the blueprint inside a fashion magazine. Asked if I trusted you. I asked what that even means. Your handwriting leans sideways across the restaurant receipt. You circled 3 train departures and underlined don't be late. You ordered sparkling water like tonight was ordinary. Meanwhile my heartbeat sounded like emergency machinery. You fixed your lipstick using the back of a spoon, then casually mentioned we disappeared before noon. Two strangers sharing borrowed confidence, walking toward a plan that made absolutely no sense. Paper desire, everything looked good in ink. Paper desire, faster than we had time to think. You smiled like disaster, dressed in perfect taste. Paper desire, leaving nothing in its place. Pack light, walk fast, don't stare, keep laughing. Paper desire, move. You check the weather twice, I check the nearest exits. Funny how preparation never calms the restless. The waiter brought dessert, neither one of us touched it. We argued over details and forgot what started it. You carried all the confidence, I carried all the maps. Together we looked convincing, even making up the facts. The city kept breathing, people crossed our path. Nobody noticed how quickly futures change. Paper desire, everything looked good in ink. Paper desire, faster than we had time to think. You smiled like disaster, dressed in perfect taste. Paper desire, leaving nothing in its place. Bass stretches through the pocket, rows answering fragments. The drums stay collected while tension changes shape. Maybe courage isn't fearlessness, it's laughing with shaky hands, choosing motion over certainty and hoping the timing lands. Paper desire, we weren't built to play it safe. Paper desire, history favors the brave. One last glance across the station floor. Paper desire, ready for something more. 2 coffee stains, a folded receipt. The waitress asked, window or aisle? You answered first.
hesitation from the start. Yeah, everything shines under borrowed light, looking perfect in the right disguise. We collect little fantasies and wear them like accessories. You love the chase more than the ending, the story more than what is true. Still I catch myself pretending that I don't get pulled by you. Maybe we were built for moments, not the aftermath they bring. Maybe that's the reason this illusion feels like everything. Plastic paradise, you make artificial look divine. Plastic paradise, I keep crossing every line. Touch and vanish, leave your fingerprints behind. Plastic paradise, you still occupy my mind. Too close, too far, who we are changes with the dark. Too close, too far.
Plastic paradise leaves a mark. Plastic paradise leaves a mark. Yeah, you read my hesitation like subtitles, made uncertainty feel vital. Every version of goodbye got delayed another night. No one here is innocent, we both know the rules we've been. But every little contradiction makes me want to stay again.
Maybe we're temporary, maybe that's enough. Some connections don't need forever to prove they matter once. Plastic paradise, you make artificial look divine. Plastic paradise, I keep crossing every line. Touch and vanish, leave your fingerprints behind. Plastic paradise, you still occupy my mind. Too close, too far, who we are changes with the dark. Too close, too far.
Plastic paradise leaves a mark.
Plastic paradise leaves a mark. Roads break into fragments, spaceships beneath the beat. Guitar flickers around them, keeping restless chemistry. I stopped looking for perfection and found beauty in disguise. Maybe truth isn't always honest, maybe love survives in lies. Plastic paradise, even if it disappears. Plastic paradise, you were worth these little fears. No conclusions, only memories redesigned. Plastic paradise, you still color on my nights. The makeup fades away, the room becomes sincere. No final declarations, only echoes settling here as the rhythm disappears.
Fold my sleeves the same way every morning. 3 taps on the counter before I leave. People call it habit, I call it proof that I still believe. I save old movie tickets inside books I never finished. Memorize tiny details like the family traditions. I talk to myself in elevators, practice conversations in the shower, pretend I don't care about birthdays, then show up with flowers every hour. I learned from my father how to fix things without speeches. From my mother, how kindness survives inconvenience. Everybody worships something, even if they never say it out loud. Tiny routines hold entire worlds together. Private religion, built from ordinary things. Private religion, the promise is routine. Brings a favorite jacket, a handwritten grocery list. Private religion, maybe meaning looks like this. Breathe in, tie laces, small talk, familiar faces. Private religion, begin again. I know which cup I always choose, and which songs follow rainy afternoons. I remember teachers' names long after graduation rooms. I call old friends unexpectedly, because time moves without warning. Some people count achievements, I count answers in the morning. I stopped chasing grand explanations for every changing season. A quiet life can carry its own kind of freedom. The world asks louder questions than anybody can solve, but tenderness survives in daily revolutions. Private religion, built from ordinary things. Private religion, the promise is routine. Brings a borrowed recipe, a note beside the sink. Private religion, closer than we think. Face circles patiently, roads answer in reflections. Drums loosen their shoulders, leaving room for imperfections. I don't need monuments to know that I existed. Somebody laughs at my old story. Somebody saves my seat. That's enough legacy for me. Private religion, hidden underneath the noise. Private religion, shaped by little choices. Every ordinary gesture, teaching who we've been. Private religion, let tomorrow enter in. The kettle starts singing, keys rest in the bowl. Tomorrow's shirt hangs ready. I switch off the hallway light and head upstairs.
You said honesty looked better on me, then lied through your teeth so beautifully. I should've walked away that night, but your chaos fit me just right.
Yeah.
You turn every entrance into mythology, half confession, half apology, reading all my reactions before they arrive, like you studied every version of my life. You never asked for permission, you just alter the atmosphere, turning ordinary conversations into something dangerous to hear.
I know the rules we broke, I know the roads we crossed,
but something in your eyes makes losing feel less lost. Same fiction, tell me what you call this game. Same fiction, why do strangers know my name? You pull me under, then teach me how to breathe.
Same fiction,
Same fiction, you're the habit I can't leave.
say stop,
Say stay, we change our minds anyway.
same fiction.
Don't look away.
You wear confidence like custom design, leave little earthquakes behind. I pretend this is all coincidence, while building monuments to your influence. Your laughter cuts through all my caution, I forget the promises I made. Every exit I imagine starts becoming rearranged.
Maybe we're impossible, maybe that's the thrill. Every time I choose distance, you know I never will. Same fiction, tell me what you call this game.
Same fiction,
Same fiction, why do strangers know my name? You pull me under, then teach me how to breathe.
same fiction.
Same fiction, you're the habit I can't leave. reply. Percussion shifts its footsteps as tension multiplies.
I don't need another savior,
I don't need another disguise,
but you uncover hidden corners.
I stop trying to hide.
Maybe this was never perfect, maybe perfect isn't real.
Still we keep returning to the way we make each other feel. Same fiction, call it reckless, call it fate.
Same fiction,
Same fiction, you arrived a little late. Still I open every locked room deep inside.
same fiction.
Stand with me one more time.
No promises spoken, no stories complete, just two unfinished hearts.
Finding familiar streets,